we're back. Hello. The reason why I'm in Mondstadt right now was I loaded in at Sumeru where I left off last time. And the frame drop was pretty crazy. Kind of noticed that the quality, like frame quality, graphic quality, I feel like it's gone down for me ever since Sumeru dropped. Not saying anything wrong about Sumeru. I just feel like probably there's a lot in there that's causing everything to just not be as clean. But we're continuing on with the event today. The Parade of Providence. And we're going to part 2 of 3. This is beginnings and endings. The Interdarshan Championship has advanced to the second round. The booths are also occupied in spreading the festival cheer. This round will take place in the desert. Will the rankings see some new shifts? And let's go to quest. Wait till 10 o'clock next day. Fine. Two minutes still. And go to the sub venue in Aru Village. Yeah, I can do that. The important thing is we're not going to Sumeru City, where frames were dropping like crazy. Around Dory. Not saying it's Dory's fault. I'm just saying it was around her. Let's teleport. I don't know how well this is going to work out. What I mean by that is, as a teleport point, I don't know how much I'm going to have to climb or glide. Oh. It looks like just over there. That's easy to get to. Wait a minute. I thought it said Aaliyah. It says Atia. All right. Here we go. The next part. Ain't nobody turn our way.
Is it me, or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round? Are you all right?
You realize that she doesn't do well with sleep, right?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. I just haven't been sleeping well lately.
Same.
Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship out of my head. And before I know it, it's morning again.
Bummer.
I know the feeling. That happens to me too when I'm agonizing over my blueprints.
Do you have any tips for dealing with that?
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix and can only be endured.
Mm-hmm. Like getting rich or being poor. This didn't work out as well as I thought.
You can think of it as something akin to an illness. Sometimes there's no effective cure, so you just have to let things run their course. I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you. The next round's about to start, so chin up and do your best.
Oh, okay. You do your best too.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all. There are 3 ley line disruptors buried in the area around Aru Village. These devices can imitate the effects of ley line disruption and will constantly interfere with the environment. Your goal is to shut them down. The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4, 3, and 2 points accordingly. Note
Not 3, 2, 1?
that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated competition zone will result in disqualification.
Someone's gonna get disqualified.
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again? I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties. I doubt this will be particularly difficult.
If you already get the points, you should take advantage of it this round. Next round, don't do
I also happen
it.
to be well acquainted with this place. Let's see who will find these devices first. But aside from
Is she
us,
acquainted with
you should remember
this
that
place
there's a favorite
this
for
time?
Champion.
Or
We must be careful of him.
when she was originally living around here?
Who is it?
She's gonna say it's her.
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, Tainari.
I mean that boy Tainari.
He only won the first
He
round.
took first place in the previous round. And if he does so again this time, we may as well declare this competition over.
True.
That boy knows a great deal. Perhaps he might yet follow the trail of some desert creature to the devices.
So you're gonna follow him?
That's true. It does look like his odds of winning are pretty high.
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then wouldn't we just be letting him have all the fun? As his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable arrangement from happening. I'm off.
That's not what it means to be a senior. That means you don't want to lose.
I'll get going as well. See you later.
Oh, okay, bye.
How are you feeling?
I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
Is Tainari feeling sick? That would hurt his chances, though, wouldn't it?
Is this all the water we're getting?
Sorry, that's what the rules say.
What?
While this round seems to be about
Well, it
how
doesn't affect
quickly
me.
you can shut down the devices, it's also testing your ability to survive in tough conditions.
I knew it'd be
She's gonna
harder
pass
than I
out
had
very quickly.
expected. So we'll either need to find the devices as quickly as possible, or we'll have to save our energy and wait for an opportunity.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, I'll head out shortly. Thanks a lot, Nilu.
You're welcome. Please take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Let Paimon think.
Where's the Wanderer?
Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Tainari's the favorite to win? Let's go look for him first.
I don't think he's gonna win this round. I think he's feeling sick. Sino even asked him about it. Beginnings and endings. There you go. Hey, where is Tainari? All the way out here. So it'd be best to teleport here and then jump over to him. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're all spread out from each other this time. We're right by Sino, but I guess we're not checking in on him. There he is. I was wondering where he was. Also, this isn't Tainari's, like, stomping ground. He's used to the forest, not the desert. Let's see. Find Tainari. Are he chilling in the shade? No. In the ruins? I guess so. I never saw him.
Hey, Tainari? Tainari! Huh? Weird. The locator says that he should be around here somewhere.
He might be underneath.
Tainari! Can you hear us?
He's over there. Yeah, he's not feeling well. He's just
You're
chilling.
right. Huh? Oh no. It looks like he's fainted. We have to help him.
You really think he fainted? I think he's just relaxing because he knows he doesn't feel well.
Okay?
It's so hot.
Yep, it's not his stomping grounds.
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat. Are you not used to getting around in the desert?
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert, precisely to avoid this situation. I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, I started feeling dizzy.
It's a good thing we checked on him first.
The Valuk Ashuna were originally from the desert. But I guess this is what happens when a species migrates. They become intolerant of their original environment.
He adapt to it, the new one.
This isn't the time for a history lesson. Let's get you some water.
Humans, such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment.
Why are you here?
Here, take this. Let him drink it.
Yeah, he probably doesn't really need it. That's an act of kindness right there. From someone that they would make you think wouldn't have an act of kindness.
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water.
Calm down, Paimon.
You're leaving already?
It seems it really is just water.
Paimon really doesn't get that guy. What's he up
too. Ugh. Anyway, let's focus on helping Tainari drink some water first.
Tanari starts to recover after getting some
I'm
water.
feeling a little better now. Thanks, you two.
No problem.
It wasn't just the two of us. Just now.
Found you at last.
Sino, you're here too.
I was concerned, so I came back to check on you. Will you be able to go on?
Probably not.
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any purpose in pushing myself beyond what is reasonable. It
Good
appears
answer.
I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru Village and rest.
Good answer.
Really? So you're backing out?
Yeah, he already won the
Yes.
first round.
I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, I still have a chance to turn things around later. Withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continuing to push onward would be counterproductive.
I agree.
A wise decision. Let's get you back to Aru Village.
It's fine. I can make it back on my own.
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. Come on, we'll help you back to Aru Village.
Bring Tanari back so he can rest. What, do I have him in a bottle like a fairy or the Deku Princess in Legend of Zelda? Let's teleport up. Why are we going to Layla? Down to Layla. Also, in order to handle the heat better, Tanari just needs to catch shade. He'll do much better if he catches some shade. Oh, the marker goes to literally where the starting point is, which Layla is still at. Ooh. A little viewpoint. I haven't gotten. Well, I'll get it. No, we're supposed to go right to Layla. Viewpoint. Got it. Whoa, we are so far off from our objective. We're 40 meters away from it.
How are you feeling now, Tainari? Do you want to rest some more?
We're so far away. It should not be starting right now, but I guess it is. Or they need to just
There's
adjust
some
it better.
shade here, so we can stop for a while.
All right, let's do that.
Don't push yourself too hard. You'll only regret it. What? What are we looking at? Oh, Layla.
Oh, Sino and Tainari. And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Layla.
We got a whole party.
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I decided to take cover here for a while. What about you? Are you all done already?
Nope.
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable as I thought. I intend to withdraw from this round. Sino and the Traveler are escorting me back to Aru Village.
Withdraw? Can you even do that?
Well, the best thing to do is just sit by and
I
wait.
believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Alhaitham did say that the act of leaving the competition grounds would result in disqualification from the round.
Didn't I ask you if you were all right before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had to suffer.
That's true.
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried, and it didn't work out. And now I'm backing out while I can. When I get back,
That's also
I'm
true.
definitely going to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. Next time I venture into the desert, I'll be prepared. By the way, you're Layla, aren't you? You don't look very well yourself. Will you be all right?
Oh, no, don't worry. This is how she normally looks.
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but I feel a lot better after resting here for a while.
Be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Don't worry. I'm just...
Feeling the pressure?
Uh-huh. You can tell?
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate them.
Well
To
then.
tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether I have what it takes to represent the Ratawa Darshan in the championship. Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me, and to be honest, those rumors don't really mean anything. Now I don't know how to deal with all the expectations they've put on me.
Yeah, it's a horrible
Even the
thing.
people who usually criticize me voted for me this time. So
Or an
I
act of
feel
bullying.
like I have to live up to their expectations somehow.
Don't bother
So
with
their
them.
expectations are putting pressure on you.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Actually, I heard that you were voted in as well, Tainari. How do you deal with it?
To be completely honest, I don't really feel any pressure. Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings certainly wouldn't want you to push yourself. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge,
He
not
said
to
duty.
meet others' expectations. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture at Gandharvaville next month. I'll obviously try my best during the competition, but I won't let any additional pressure get to me. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
I understand. Thanks for your advice.
I'm absolutely parched after talking so much.
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru Village, so I can go the rest of the way myself. You should get back to the competition. Don't you want to win that limited edition card?
You can still give it to him if you win it.
All right then. Your spirit will live on through me.
Hey, don't talk like that. I'm not dead, Sino.
Yeah.
Everyone, I'll be heading back now. See you after the round ends.
Career of the original Tanari voice for English dub.
I'll continue searching
His career
for
is
the
definitely
ley line
dead.
disruptors.
Are you feeling better now, Layla?
Yeah, I feel like some of the weight has been taken off my shoulders after chatting with Tainari.
I feel like she feels like taking a nap
It's been
now.
a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the academia, and every day here has been so precious. But of course, there have been some rough times. All sorts of complex astrological models, countless quizzes, and essays that took all my brain power to barely finish. Each of those things are like huge boulders barreling at me, forcing me to continue running forward.
You can take it
When I
easy.
was chosen as my Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to the ones already rolling behind me. Every time I close my eyes, I think of all the people I'd disappoint if I mess up.
We would never be disappointed in you. We'd prefer you to be happy, Layla.
Yeah, I think that's what Tainari was trying to tell me.
Yeah, he was.
You're our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from dropping out of this round, and why you don't feel disappointed in me.
That's right! No need to feel so down!
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete goals for taking part in this competition. I don't have any now, but I'll give that some thought. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. You still have to record the other contestants' progress, don't you?
Yeah,
Perhaps they've had some breakthroughs while we've been chatting.
maybe, but I've seen
True.
3 out of 6 of you
We
guys
should
now.
go look for the others. Now, who's left? Tainari's dropped out for the round, and we just saw Sino.
You could go see how Madame Farozan's doing. I've heard that she's
Actually, no, we've
quite
seen 4 out of
knowledgeable
6.
about the desert, so she's probably made some progress by now.
Okay,
It's a possibility.
let's go look for Farozan.
All right, Safar's on. Where's she at? Where's she at? All the way over there, and I don't have that waypoint. Bummer. That means we should probably teleport here and then make our way over there and see if we can get that waypoint before talking to her. Although there's a chance that I won't pull that off. Hold up. Let me see about riding the wind. Ridden. Perfect. Oh, buddy. This looks more imposing than the ones I fought before. Oh. I want to fight it.
Everyone hold hands.
I guess it's not really more imposing. It's just flying at a high spot.
Thunderclap! Order guide you.
Yeah, I think we can beat it pretty easily. Can you get down to a level where I could hit you? Like, seriously, I can't hit you here.
Crumble!
I see everything.
This works.
Lightning
Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Did it! Killed it! Grabbed everything! Now let's get the chest. Remarkable. Uh-oh. I feel like this isn't going to be worth it. It's furniture, isn't it?
Is this an answer from this world?
Freaking! I don't do the furniture! I don't use my serenity pie. I have no serenity in my life. I have no friends. Just keep it plain and simple. Or, nah, not gonna. Forget about y'all random quits. Hold up. I want to make sure that I get really close. That way it doesn't just trigger the cutscene and then I fall to my death. Hey, look, it's a Pokemon. Die, Pokemon.
Hey there, Faruzan. Have you made any progress?
Ah, you're just in time. I'm about to start digging right here.
Right here?
Oh, you found the leyline disruptor already?
Such a simple problem could never confound me. Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally, so I followed it all the way here.
And?
Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared. Something unusual must be happening around this area.
Probably not
You're
one of the
a true
disruptors.
expert, Madam Faruzan. You knew what to do right away.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone completed this challenge yet?
Not that we know of.
Nope, not yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. What about that boy Tainari?
He withdrew from this round.
Oh? And why's that?
Couldn't handle the heat. He got out of the kitchen.
He's not used to being out and about in the desert.
Huh. I didn't think he would have such a weakness. I suppose he could use a bit more training. What about the others? Is that Ratawahist girl still a bundle of nerves?
No, she's calmed down.
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search for the disruptors, and as for Hat Guy, well, who knows what he's thinking.
And what about Kaveh? Has he found a leyline disruptor yet?
You haven't talked to him yet.
Paimon doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should have heard something from him by now. Well,
Maybe we should
I'm
check on
afraid
him
the
next.
most thrilling moments are already done here. You should probably go find Kaveh and see how he's faring now.
Shouldn't we see you find the leyline disruptor? Observe and record the circumstances around Kaveh. Where he at? Over this way? I think best to do is just go this way by foot or scarabs. Got it. Or these little things right here. There he is. That's not him.
Happy to oblige.
Wait, why do I have to fight her?
Gather.
Just because we once were enemies long, long ago? I'll take the foul meat. Fighting her didn't make as much sense. Cave! Cave! Ooh. Oh, I could have gotten some free meat right there.
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me.
That's why I go for the kill. Oh, I don't want to kill them anymore. They're cute.
You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left is a half bottle of water, and I can't possibly give you that. Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult, and I still need to find what I'm looking for. Marak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
He has a sentient briefcase.
Cafe, there you are! Faruzan told us to come see how you're doing. What are you up to?
Getting followed.
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted by these fellows.
They're cute fellows,
why,
though.
but they didn't leave the competition grounds. And now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area.
Aw.
The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply.
They're so cute. Yeah, I can help them. I have a lot of food. Yeah, they're
Hey,
adorable.
didn't I ask you to keep them away?
How's your briefcase can handle it?
Is this flying metal thingy yours?
It's a flying briefcase,
That's
Paimon.
right. This is my toolbox, Marak.
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy. Hey there! Can you understand us?
Oh, I was actually happy with Paimon's slow talking. Why is he here with you?
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's handy to have a portable toolbox.
Especially one that you don't have to hold.
Definitely doesn't look like an ordinary toolbox, that's for sure.
It's a long story. When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had a machine core they excavated from some tomb. It was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His technology still isn't fully understood, and Kasharawar has many different opinions on this topic. Our current theories cannot explain such mysteries. Upon seeing such a rare, complete specimen before me, I forked over all the mora on my person to purchase it. Some time back, I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. With that core, I created Marak.
How do you feel about
It
that,
can't
Marak?
understand commands that are too complex, but it can serve as my assistant and help me with things like mapping and surveying. Most importantly, it can't talk, so it can't give me any attitude.
Oh, that's an attitude you have. Aww. Why are you so rude to your
yes.
toolbox?
Thanks for helping hide the fact that I live at Al-Haytham's place earlier.
Well, Paimon was the one who gave it away in the first place.
Sorry.
I hope this season of my life ends soon, so I can get things back on track.
Is it really off track?
Started going downhill at some point. Maybe it all started when my mom remarried and left for Fontaine.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe it all started when I spoke to Al-Haytham in the library. Or maybe it's because constructing the Palace of Alcazarzaray burned through my funds. I'm still paying off the debt from that one. Oh, when's this going to end?
Sounds like you're just irresponsible.
Now that I think about it, I guess we're all unlucky here. It's not like any of you asked to be trapped in a ley line disruption. Okay, let me get you all out.
Aw, how kind of him.
Hey, aren't you going to look for the ley line disruptors?
That's probably the best way to get him out, though.
Yes, but I can't just leave them here, can I? Oh, forget it. The more I think about this, the more I feel a headache coming on. I'll get back to searching once I get them out of here. Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Kaveh looks like he's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help.
You can only do one or the other.
Paimon's always felt like he's the type who easily gets himself into tough spots.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of.
Uh-huh. You're certainly cruel with the truth. What was that sound?
Someone's done already!
Oh, that's what that sound was. That was quick. Wonder who it is.
Paimon also wants to know. Let's go back and ask Alhaitham.
Couldn't we see on the map? The map won't tell us? Let's see. It's Wanderer. He's the only one not on the map. Wanderer or Sino? There's the only two on the map that we know are still going. So safe to say Kave's probably not winning this round or at all. Sino.
Verification complete. Congratulations on being this round's first winner, Sino.
He was a very likely choice to be the first to win.
So Sino was the quickest.
I am from Spontamod, after all. We know a lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was never going to be particularly difficult for me.
Since the Traveler and Paimon also happen to be here, do you have anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? My friend couldn't continue on, so failure was never an option. The bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. With the ties of friendship that bind us, I won't lose to anyone.
And beware
That's
of your
a line
left
from
eye.
King of Invocations.
Or your right
one
eye.
of my favorite works. And it sums up my thoughts right now.
It might be a good thing that Tainari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a good smack right about now.
That's so Sino. Yeah, that quote, that definitely felt like somebody with 8th grader syndrome.
Oh, wow.
Like
It's already
stereotypically
so late.
in anime.
Everyone's probably running low on food and water. It'll only get harder from here on out.
Something similar happened in King of Invocations. What a classic.
You gotta remember he's still in vacation
Any thoughts
mode.
on that, Alhaitham?
I have no thoughts regarding King of Invocations.
That's not what she was asking.
You
though.
obviously wasn't asking about that.
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the moment, only Farazan, Layla, and Kaveh remain.
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor will be.
They didn't say Hakai.
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tainari forfeited, and Sino's already done. What about Hat Guy?
He also forfeited not long ago.
Really? It's because he didn't have water?
Ugh, Paimon can't understand what he's thinking at all.
Well, he wasn't interested in enjoying it in the first
Like
place.
Alhaitham said, this round's almost over. Let's go see what the other contestants are doing.
I have a feeling Kaveh and Layla are going to be the other two to get something. All right. I guess we'll go to Layla first. Doesn't look like she's moved much. Kaveh's definitely moved out. Faruzan is still at about the same spot. I think she's wrong about her position, though. Wait, there she is. Thought I'm looking around. I was thinking that she might still be in like the cave underneath. Hold up. Scarab, Scarab. Layla.
Hello again. You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this time. Don't you find it tiring?
It's not bad.
Really? Wow. I don't know where you get your strength from. The desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the wind can really sting your face because of all the sand in it. Has anyone finished this round yet?
So far, just
I've
Sino.
already shut one down. Have you made any progress yet?
I circled the whole area, but I didn't find anything. But I did have the chance to think some more about that thing that was weighing on my mind, and I realized something.
And what was that?
Well, my fellow Ritaohist members must have all put my name forward for different reasons, and maybe a lot of them only picked me because they wanted to watch me make a fool of myself.
Jerks.
But be that as it may, I believe that a lot of them genuinely do expect great things from me. And I want to live up to their expectations.
You don't have to.
I don't want them to regret putting my name down.
You really don't have to.
Huh? But doesn't thinking like that put a lot of pressure on you?
Yes.
Of course, that comes with some amount of pressure for sure. But now I've thought about it, I don't feel like this is something I have to do. Instead, it's something I want to do.
That will lessen the pressure.
That may not sound like a huge difference to you, but it's helped me relax a lot. So don't worry about me.
No, it's always more relaxing for me whenever I do something I want to do rather than something that people are trying to force me into.
Also, now that I've relaxed, I'm suddenly really sleepy.
You should probably go back.
I think I'll just take a quick nap. Just a quick one.
Don't do it.
But the competition isn't over yet.
Did you really wake up that quickly?
Oh, Layla. She's really a bundle of nerves, isn't she?
She have split personality disorder? Other Layla?
Good to see you too. Ooh, it's nice to be out. Feels like I've been cooped up inside for quite a while.
She'll get things done.
Since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this.
That'd be
What are
nice.
we supposed to be doing here again? Finding a ley line disruptor, was it?
Yep.
Let me see. Looks like she's basically gathered all the information she needs. It won't take long to wrap this up.
Good.
Come with me, you two.
And we'll see a whole world of pure imagination.
Do you
Right?
ever get the feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow? Similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits.
I think that's kind of how they're supposed to
If we were
flow.
looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all
over
astrological
there.
phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know.
Or maybe not.
It's the same situation with the ley lines. The parts of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena.
Her name isn't Layla because of ley lines, is it? Spelled differently, but very similar in enunciation.
Plus, now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still. Let me see. It should be here, I think.
What, this mound of sand? Yep.
This should be it, right?
Yep.
I'll turn it off. That should restore the ley lines in the area to normal.
Nice work!
Again,
Can these ley line
I didn't
disruptors
do
be used for
any
something
of the
really bad?
groundwork. I'm just wrapping up. She'll probably wake up soon. No doubt she'll be a little disoriented at first, but once she's got her bearings, she'll go and report that she shut down this disruptor. Will you be staying here for a while? Or are you going to check on the other contestants?
I should probably go check on them.
Time to check our locator. Whoa, it looks like Kaveh and Faruzan are headed towards the same place.
There's only one left.
Perhaps they're about to find the last disruptor. Also, speaking of Kaveh,
He's an interesting one.
You interested?
Huh? Why do you say that?
Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. Sometimes you just have to endure them as best you can until they run their course.
Or take medicine.
But the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other self's. She just hadn't found what she wanted to do at the moment, which is why she felt lost. Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He's convinced that he has to win, and yet he still seems conflicted. He doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he still seems that he's at odds with himself in some way. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like he's smiling on the outside, but there's no joy inside, only sorrow.
I feel that.
Still, who knows? He must be more experienced than me. Maybe he's just better at dealing with it all than I am. But back to the topic of wrapping
He
up.
started letting it leak out
Shouldn't
earlier.
we be getting back to the action to record how everything plays out?
Yes.
Last one, then the round's over.
Oh, true. Okay then, guess we'll be going now. We'll keep everything you said in mind. Kaveh and Faruzan were super confident at the start, but it turns out they're the last ones to find a disruptor. But between the two of them, who's going to get there first? Let's head
Kaveh
over
needs
quick.
to. Like, he personally needs to. Oh, they are right on top of each other. Kaveh was the closest, but then he went and helped the little desert foxes. Wait, which way are we supposed to go? I'm not seeing it on the map. Is it highlighted in the quests? Yeah, why don't I see it on the map then? Well, if I'm right, it should be this way. What do you want?
Take this!
Just give me all the raw meat you got. Oh, wait. Wrong direction. I think I found it. I can't get whatever the sparkly is. All right. Are they both up? Holy crap, they're both up. Yeah, this is where Kaveh was. There's the disruptor, I think. He was right there, and then he decided to help little animals. Hello, you two.
It should be around here.
Oh, no, there it is.
Finally found it.
Kaveh? Are you?
I think Kaveh found a verse.
Madame Faruzan, and here I thought you would have finished this round by now.
Faruzan, Kaveh! Oh, looks like Layla's already done.
This is the
I
last
didn't
one.
expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time. How are the other contestants doing?
Be the
Tainari
last
and
two.
Hawkeye forfeited, while Sino and Layla are already done. You two are the only ones left. Huh? That's weird. Didn't you start digging really early on?
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I found a ruin.
Guard?
I fell down pretty deep, and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to the surface.
I want to try.
Actually, really impressive.
I want to try.
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time. Huh. That's pretty amazing, Madame Faruzan.
What about you? Why are you so late?
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I came back, I was absolutely parched. And then I blacked out. Probably from the heat, you know?
Yeah, that might
When I
do it.
woke up, it was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? It sounds like you were in an incredibly dangerous situation.
It does.
You
Well,
said you were
same with
familiar
you.
with the desert. But the way you handle problems, it does feel rather at odds with your title as a genius.
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. It was my decision. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not doing it either. My conscience would have weighed on me.
Same.
Youths these days, each stranger than the next.
Not
But
really.
back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then.
Working together, the two unearthed the final ley line disruptor.
Well, this is indeed it. Of that there is no doubt. But how shall we count the score this time?
He should get it. You got it last time.
What is it, youngster? You seem relieved.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that this round's finally over. There shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later. I can't think of anything better.
Alright, in that case, let's all head back to Aru Village. Paimon thinks you'll both need some water and rest.
Yeah. Okay, fastest way. Teleport here. And across we go. Hello, Nilu and Alhaitham. Everyone is now back.
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Farazan?
Same speed.
Where's Madame Farazan?
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to draw lots again.
You get caught up in some things so easily, like drawing lots.
I'm not caught up in anything. Don't make it sound like I take pleasure in having bad luck.
Really?
It's a really bad luck.
Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing lots?
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Oh, here we go again. Let's see how I fare.
After a brief tense drawing,
I got
Kaveh
it!
emerges triumphant.
Did you see that? I won!
It's like the first time it's ever happened. He's so excited.
Congratulations.
Looks like Kaveh's luck's taking a turn for the better.
For now.
Oh, finally! After all this time!
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert. This round's points are yours.
Alhaitham noticed something.
And with that,
She
our
handed
second
it over
round
to
is
him.
done. Sino, Layla, and Kaveh are our victorious contestants. As for the current standings, let me see.
Sino's in first with 5.
Sino and Layla both have 4 points,
But I thought.
putting them both in first
Oh
place.
yeah, that's right.
The rest in descending order are Tainari, Farazan, Kaveh, and Hakai. The next round will be the final one. Please rest up before then, everyone.
That guy is the one guy without any points.
I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games, so feel free to drop by if you're interested. Otherwise, see you next round.
Sounds like a plan, Nilu. Quest completed. Go play at an academia booth. Why? It's not part of the next mission, right? No, we're not there yet. We haven't finished. Complete all prerequisite quests. I don't even know if this one's unlocked yet. Hey, booths. All right, so we got to go down to the south. Still want to approach carefully so that it doesn't put me into a cutscene and I fall to my death. There's no booth here. It's just the entrance. Which I guess is kind of the point.
It feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
What's been on the traveler's mind? White-haired man, I saw that again. I forgot about that. That secret conversation we overheard after the first round ended.
Traveler, Paimon. I finally found you.
Yeah, we were at Aru Village. You could have gone home for a little bit there,
Finally?
Candace.
Did something happen?
Don't you feel like there's something off about this year's Academia Extravaganza? When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, we might have caught sight of some mercs on business.
Oh yeah, that
Thing
reminds
is,
me. That's
they
what
were
the secret
disguised
conversation
as
was.
tourists here to shop. But no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping or assassinations.
We eavesdropped on them for a while. Their target seems to be someone called Sachin.
Sachin? Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned during the opening ceremony? He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes and the Diadem of Knowledge, but he hasn't shown himself at all.
They're after the Diadem of Knowledge.
Sounds like a rich person, all right. It makes sense now.
Mhm.
The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently, so a lot of groups have been doing private work that involves the rich.
No wonder we're
In
still
their
fighting them in the
words,
desert.
One gig sets you up for half a year. Just one job like this nets them enough mora to take it easy for a while.
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once, so it's likely that they took advantage of the bustle to sneak in. Dia
Makes
and
sense.
I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to slip away.
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Core of 30?
I think the core of 30.
If Sino were here, he'd definitely get involved.
He's on vacation.
Why don't we head over to the Academia and tell Amatra? Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was coincidence on our part as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremites' reputation is gonna get even worse if these scumbags succeed.
Very true.
But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're leaving this in your hands.
Should you require our aid, come find us at the cafe.
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? 'Cause Paimon's starting to think that there's more than meets the eye here, too.
Oh, definitely.
But thinking like this isn't doing anything. Let's just go find Amatra.
Head to the Academia and find Amatra. Let's see. Should we go to this waypoint again? And then go through the front door? Yeah, looks like the play. The Academia.
Hey, isn't that the Matra we investigated Siraj with? Arav, wasn't it? Let's go talk to him.
Hey, Arav.
Hello, both. It's been a while. Do you have any issues to report?
Yes. You tell Arav about the situation with Dia and Candace.
Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin.
Or kill him.
Goodness. Though I suppose it's not all that surprising. The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor. He's seen as one of these super rich types.
Well, since he's got a target on his back now, shouldn't you send some people to protect him?
Because that would make sense.
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly ever comes back to Sumeru City. No one has been able to contact him. Our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, I will be watching from close by to choose a suitable person to inherit my estate. Assuming he
Inherit?
remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the Eremites in question must have heard about that as well, and decided to come here and try their luck.
So, they shouldn't know where Sachin is either, right?
I would assume not. Anyway, Mahamatra Saino is still on vacation, so I'll handle this. Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't gonna get very far in Sumeru City these days. I have my ways of forcing them out into the open.
That's good.
All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you try tracking him down as well? The sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety. I mean, you could task all the Matra and the whole Corps of 30 with someone's protection, but if the client doesn't show themselves, there's nothing we can do to help them.
Very true.
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for him too, but where should we start?
Do the Matra have any information at all on Sachin?
None, I'm afraid. He's never committed any crimes or broken academic protocol, so we don't have a very detailed file on him.
It's good on him.
I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again. Maybe it's worth checking to see if he knows anything.
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza venue and see if we can find him.
Sounds like a plan. Just keep jumping around places till we finally get something done that we need to. That's how it goes. I think we just dive off of here. Wait, I should get some stamina so I can glide. That way I don't just fall to my death. Oh, he's not here. Gotta talk to Nilu about where's Alhaitham?
Hey, Nilu! Have you seen Alhaitham anywhere?
Alhaitham? Why, what is it?
He needs help for something.
We're trying to track down someone and we need him to pull up some records for us.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't know where he went. He's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
That sounds like him.
Huh. Yeah, actually, that sounds about right for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me think. To be honest, he doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza, so he probably doesn't stick around longer than he has to. To him,
Also seems like him.
being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into.
Yeah.
Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work?
A tavern? Maybe he went home?
Ooh, maybe. Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here, so we might as well check it out.
You know where his house is? That's Alhaitham's home. Just keep teleporting back to this waypoint over and over again. Lower. Yeah, that sounds about right. This isn't it, is it? Is it? It is.
Let's try knocking.
Knock. I didn't know there would be a prompt for it.
No answer? Maybe no one's home.
Knock.
Hello? Alhaitham?
Kave?
We need your help with something.
Oh, it's you two?
Oh, Kave, you're home.
Come on in, I'll get the door for you.
Honestly, even if he's not home, this is probably the best place to start looking first.
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, before long the whole city would know that I'm living here.
You're too self-conscious.
About this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him while you're at home?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him? Most people have better things to do.
Fair enough. So do you know where he is at the moment?
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the house.
Did you have a quarrel or something?
I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything pleasant at all. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the rise. But him, being him, You wouldn't believe what he said after I was done talking! You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. What does he mean, manner becoming of an upperclassman? What, am I supposed to earn the title of upperclassman now? And he didn't stop there.
No.
He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant in the room of your life.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, that does sound like something Alhaitham would say.
Yeah.
I've had
Still
it with
harsh.
him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to infuriate me every single time. Anyway, the disdain is very much mutual between us, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing my things right now. He'll have to get used to doing his own cleaning and tidying from now on. See those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too. If his life wasn't utterly devoid of artistic sensibility already, it certainly will be after today.
Wait, so you're leaving today?
You're moving out already? But the competition isn't even over yet. How can you afford it?
Great question.
Well, obviously, I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game. I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to buy it and move my things right in. It'll take me 3 days tops to move out of here for good. I now
You're really
know
sure
what
that
I
you're
have
gonna
to
win.
do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the third round, I will win. I will emerge triumphant. You'll see.
Well, we'll be rooting for you. But are you sure you'll be all right?
You won't.
In what way?
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
Meaning what exactly? Oh, don't tell me you think I have serious personality flaws too.
Everybody has them.
We didn't say that. But think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Faruzan down when she offered to give you her points. Plus, you took it upon yourself to help those desert foxes.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. I would have felt guilty otherwise. Where's the conflict in that?
You gave up your opportunities to win. Why would you feel guilty? Just because you knew you could do something?
Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature. Plus, if I just did nothing, then there'd be no escaping the blame if something bad came of it later down the line.
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out, you put yourself at risk. Fainting in the middle of the desert, for example. Was that really worth it?
No.
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation for another time. What was it you needed Alhaitham's help with, anyway?
We'd like him to help us look into Sachin.
Sachin?
Oh, Sachin.
Huh. He did actually mention a Sachin recently. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making some notes and doodling as he went. He even suggested that I should take a look, but I didn't. Give me a moment. Let me go find them.
It would have helped more if you did take a look.
Ah, this is the one. Here, take it.
You sure he'd be okay with this?
Probably not.
With taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever he pleases. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he just left them on the side. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
But taking them is another thing.
You say so? Okay, let's see what he's got on Sachin.
Investigate the documents on the table. Let's say, where's there a spot? Oh, yay, reading. Sachin was born into a wealthy family, and his father, Rajput, was a renowned merchant in Sumeru, with many properties to his name. At the age of 9, Sachin enrolled into Vahumana and achieved excellent grades. At the age of 15, he completed all his courses and graduated first in class. His accomplishments greatly lauded by the sages. At the age of 16, Sachin ventured out and began to research the local environment and customs. His travels took him throughout Sumeru's rainforests and deserts. When Sachin turned 23, his father Raput passed away. Sachin returned to Sumeru City to take over his father's business and spent 2 years here. At the age of 25, Sachin once again ventured into the desert to conduct field research. Records show that he traveled with a caravan and lived in Aru village for a period of time. At the age of 32, Sachin returned to Sumeru City. He looked withered and weary, his mental state in shambles. Much speculation arose amongst outsiders, but Sachin locked himself in his room and did not respond. I'm a year younger, but I would love to lock myself in my room and not respond. Although I would want to go out and get like a soda or a tea every once in a while. At the age of 33, Sachin entrusted all of his properties to the academia and pledged to donate all proceeds to the academia. He then wrote a contract regarding the use of the proceeds and property ownership. The following is an excerpt quoted from Sachin when the contract was signed. A minimum of 30% of all revenue generated from the business will be used to fund prizes for the Inner Darshan Championship, which will encourage young prodigies to actively participate in the competition. That means that he doesn't really have money anymore. I will also be donating my entire collection, the most prominent item of which, the Diadem of Knowledge, will serve as a symbol of great honor at the Inner Darshan Championship. Only the winner of the competition may wear it. In addition, the Academia is only given the right to maintain and manage my properties. Ownership of them does not belong to the Academia, nor does it belong to me. Each year, when the Inner Darshan Championship is held, I will keep a close eye on each candidate. If I particularly identify with a participant, I will reveal myself. So he will reveal himself if he finds a participant that he feels is close enough to who he is. I feel like that might be the Wanderer, like secretly. At the same time, I feel like this is why Al Haytham accepted the role of a judge. It's because he's trying to keep a close eye on Sachin. I will then bequeath all of my wealth to this individual whom I judge worthy of my acknowledgement. They will have the usage rights to all assets and proceeds under my name. I hope the Academia will respect any and all decisions made by that person. After the contract came into effect, Sachin returned to the desert to continue his investigations, but there has been no word from him since then. Many claim to have seen him in the desert, but none of such claims have been verified. 20 years have passed since then. So he's 53 now. Maybe it's Kaveh, and that's why Al Haytham was saying, Kaveh, read this. And Kaveh was like, no, I don't want to, because you're Al Haytham and I don't get along with you.
That was a lot of information.
It was a lot of reading.
Everyone's getting a headache. So, to sum up, Sachin put the Academia in charge of managing his estate and went off to do research, right?
Correct.
He even said that if he really liked one of the contestants, he wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well. Oh, that must be worth heaps and heaps of mora.
What? Are you serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then buy a new place, and still have cash to burn.
You probably would.
I could
and don't call me Shirley.
Another Palace of Alcazar's array. Except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger.
You'd blow it all.
There's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation. To do it properly would take upwards of...
Why are you worried about that?
Snap out of it! You're getting way ahead of yourself there, mister!
Yes, tell him, Paimon.
You're right. First, I need to focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages.
Ooh.
Did Al Haytham write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he was thinking things over.
Maybe he was.
Let's see. Two phrases have been circled.
What'd they be, though?
Sachin, dead or alive, unknown. And Diadem of Knowledge. Some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible. Is this written in some other language?
Let me see. Huh. I recognize this script. Give me a second. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. That's a rough translation anyway. I can't guarantee it's 100% accurate. There's another smaller line of text underneath. Why would he bring that up?
What up?
Wow, it's so cool that you can actually read this script!
It's probably studied at
We worked together
academia.
on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization. I had to familiarize myself a little with this script at the time.
Makes sense.
Oh, interesting. So, any idea what Alhaitham meant by all this?
Who knows? The way his mind works is one of the great mysteries of the world.
True.
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here.
Let's hope Arva's made some progress.
Yeah,
So I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right.
those crooks, but
I already pushed it out of my mind.
then, let's just head out for a stroll.
A Parade of Providence, Act 2 complete. Wait until the following day at 7 o'clock. Well, I'm gonna stay here at Alhaitham's place for the night. That'll be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, deuces.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't mention me